This man has arguably the greatest claim to be Canada's godfather of science fiction. This man also won both Hugo and Nebula Awards. And he is Robert J. Sawyer.
You know how he's famous? They had actually on Star Trek recently, they had a starship named the Lu Xixin.
Is there a possibility that Haiya could form a new Chinese influence in the world of science fiction?
I think absolutely. The most important thing that has to happen now for Chinese science fiction is for Lu Xixin not to be a one-off. So we need more of that. So this year's winner and next year's and subsequent years' winners, when a Chinese author is even just nominated, let alone winning, nominated for the Hugo Award, it tells the worldwide science fiction community that this is something to pay attention to. So this is a breaking down of walls that's long overdue, and I'm delighted to see it. The kind of science fiction that I write, and Xixin Lu writes, Lu Xixin, is what we call hard science fiction. That is not in ascendancy in the West. Here in China, however, there's still a lot of vigor and strength to hard science fiction. China has been encouraging science fiction clubs on university campuses. It's been encouraging the inclusion of science fiction works in the curricula in various topics, because it's recognized here that the reading of science fiction is almost a prerequisite for a career in science and technology. And so, yes, absolutely, science fiction is in decline in the West because science and technological supremacy is in decline in the West. And it's in the ascendancy here in the East.
You mentioned that you have been to the China Dinosaur Museum, and you also are interested into dinosaurs.
Yes, very much so.
I wonder if you know, in Zigong City, in Sichuan Province, we actually have the best dinosaur museum in the world.
I know, I've not been to it.
Yeah, and it's also one of the best places where you can get to see the fossils.
Absolutely, yes. It's wonderful to come to China, and I've come now 6 times. 6. There's so many things I want to see in China. I want to see the Three Gorges Dam. I want to see so many things. I want to see the Terracotta Warriors, and of course I want to see the Great Dinosaur Museum. My friend Kim Stanley Robinson, very famous for Red Mars, Green Mars, Blue Mars, among other books, says science fiction is just history continued. If you don't have a lot of history, it's very hard to write about the far future. I think here in China, if I was writing a novel inspired by or set in China, that I would probably be inclined to write much farther in the future, as my friend Xixin Lu often does. Do not try to copy Western science fiction styles, voices, themes. Tell your own stories. What Xixin Lu proved to the world is that a story deeply rooted in Chinese culture can find an audience worldwide. Don't try to pretend to be Western writers. Be proud and loud Eastern voices.